I'm back and I got another art assessment to do. So I've got another art review to do, or at least that's what I think I have to do. Not even the Turing machine could decipher this one. All I know is that I have to discuss, or rather I tell you, how an artist represents themselves and the people in their artworks. They also asked me to add a quote into the mix, and I really do not know how to implement one, so I'm going to just say one now and hope it counts towards my mark. If it doesn't really care. I mean, we're all going to die eventually, so why should it matter? Now it's time for interesting quotes with Stupid Child. Nothing in a portrait is a matter of indifference. Gesture, grimace, clothing, decor even, all must combine to realise character. By Charles, French name. So today I'll be reviewing a work by William Doorbell. Now, being the comedic genius I am, from now onwards I'll be calling him William Doorbell. This portrait I'm reviewing is called Mr. Joshua Smith. Just know it was hard for me to really settle on this one because all of his paintings look rather amusing.
Look at his lips!
Firstly, let's look at William Doorbell. He was born on the 24th of September 1899 in Crooks Hill in a family of 5 other siblings. Now, William's love for art was apparent at a very young age, and it wasn't long before he found himself in Sydney. Then he fumbled his way into Europe and back into Australia. Why you would want to come back, I have no clue. Do not come here ever. To do more painting and even work as a teacher. After a while, he also joined the army as a camouflage painter when some Austrian painter started to cause a ruckus in Europe. Now as for Joshua Smith himself, the man behind the portrait, he lived from the 12th of May 1905 to the 2nd of July 1995. Like Doorbell, he was also Australian and an artist, doing miniaturist and stencil artworks. He himself also won the Archibald Prize in 1944 with his portrait of an Australian bigwig politician who I'm not bothered to learn the name of because I don't care for politics in general. Now it's time to actually review this goddamn portrait, you know, what the art assessment is actually about. It was painted by William Doorbell in 1943 for judgment to the Archibald Prize and ended up winning first place. Now, while that might have been the end of it, as you can tell by however long there's left in this video and the fact that I have to milk this as much as I can for an art assessment, it didn't end there. You see, what ended up happening was status quo. Mr. Mahogany and Lord Expensive Handshake ended up suing William Doorbell and taking this to the Supreme Court of New South Wales. You see, they claimed that the portrait wasn't actually a portrait, but instead it was a caricature. The Supreme Court of New South Wales ended up dropping the case because they had other important matters, like literally anything else. And for those who don't know, and honestly I do not blame you, what the Archibald Prize is, it's an art contest held by Australians for Australians, judged by Australians. The painting itself is an oil painting on a 122 by 81 centimeter canvas. As most portraits do, it features a face. Not only this, it features a whole body of Joshua Smith. Quick fact, he was also a good friend of William Doorbell, though the friendship did come to a crashing end after the lawsuit. With this portrait, William Doorbell decided to take a more modernist approach to art. Modernism, for those who don't know, is a more abstract form of art which sprang up around the end of World War I, which was a break from the realism once dominating the Archibald Prize. Not to say this portrait was entirely modernist, it did have aspects of realism in it, which led to the portrait having a rather cartoonish, realistic look to it. Now, as for what I think about this portrait, well, I really do not care. It's just a rich white guy's painting of another rich white guy. If anything, I don't like it. Not only is the subject not doing anything, but a photo of Mark Zuckerberg shows more emotion than this. And it doesn't just end there. Remember how I said it has a realistic, cartoony look to it? Well, that makes this painting super uncanny. That's all, folks. Now remember, stay cool, stay in school, and I had something witty to say, but I can't because school won't allow me.